Buckets. That's the name of my boat. Buckets.
Buckets. What we get.
Not the only transfer we got from Florida. Keith Stone, too. Remember that.
Everybody who watches his show on a regular basis knows my love of the stretch four.
You know, we all make mistakes. You might have made one going to
It's
Tallahassee.
mercy if y'all don't know. Dribble to the left, cross over to the right. Hurricane to the game, many buckets for the night. Matt with the pick and roll, Melissa with the give and go. This Shelly, you pretty girl dunking in the hole. Check the scoreboard, this what we fall for. Beat the gameplay, they want an encore. Yeah, overtime for another round. It's buckets out the buckets, baby. You out of time. It's buckets. What it is, homie? It's buckets. Woo! We getting buckets. Yeah, baby. Buckets.
I have no shame.
I know. That's the problem.
You guys are awesome.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Buckets. I'm Matty Ice. He's Vish. She's Melissa. It was like a 2-week hiatus, right? It's been a while. How y'all doing?
It's weird not having a show every week. The off season seems so much longer when I don't see you guys every week. Although I see Vish plenty, but Matt's so far away. How are you, Matt?
I'm good. I'm just tired.
Busy coaching?
Well, like we have like open gym right now. So like I'll start work super early and I get off earlier to go play and stuff with them. So we'll just do like open runs. So I'm playing with them tomorrow too. So it'll be good. Slowly getting my conditioning back and my rhythm back just playing.
In the Grizz t-shirt. Vish, nice hat. Did you just get it?
As if you don't know.
Vish finally ventured up to Broward and we went to Caneswear last week.
Yeah, and they have different merch. So
we hit up all three teams.
The wallet took a big hit at Caneswear.
Oh yeah. Oh, because you bought stuff for your family as well.
Yes.
Let me show off the shorts I got at Caneswear.
Yes, let's do that.
There we go.
Pockets, always key. And then we went to All Canes and the team store like the following day, or no, Saturday. But quick shout out to Jeremy at the team store because he gave me a free pair of shorts.
Well, let me all right, let's you're gonna do the all right, hold on, let me do this.
So you guys might recognize these because the team wore these shorts with their Ibis jerseys last year, and I guess they had a small left that they couldn't get rid of. So he just gave me these. And like you can see like the detail with the U. So shout out
nice.
to Jeremy from Team Store. Okay, Vish.
I'm on it. Relax.
Vish.
Freaking dictator.
No one wants to stare at my big head the whole time. But yeah, he gave me the shorts for free. So much appreciated. And then I got another pair that I'm debating if I'm keeping or not because they fit weird because they're a youth size. And then me and Vish both got a pair of shorts because Adidas is coming out with some pretty sick designs. But like my favorite part is this new thing is that they're throwing Coral Gables like on like as a logo on things. I have it on this hoodie as well. This new hoodie that I just got, which is super cool. But then it says Hurricanes down the other side and has pockets. So yeah, Adidas is doing really good things with their basketball shorts. I wanted to get you a pair, Matt, but you would have killed us.
Yeah, I would have.
And then I got a third pair, but I'm not sure if I'm keeping them yet. So they're really cool, but since they're youth, they fit really weird. So
Yeah, you know how kids like wear really tight shorts. They're kind of like that. And they're not really.
but they're really cool.
They're
I
kids.
mean-
You know, they fit size wise. They're kids cut basically.
Uh,
So they're kind of narrow in the legs.
mhm.
They're really
it
cool.
does
They're just
look-
very
it-
odd fitting.
It looks different. when you
Yeah.
wear- when she wears
So I haven't decided if I'm keeping them or not yet, but we'll see. And then Vish got a bunch of hats.
There you
it.
go.
One of which I'm wearing.
Yeah.
I only
Did you
got
get
3
anything
hats.
else? You got the hats, the shorts. Did you buy anything else?
Stuff for my nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
not for me.
Did you get that from Caneswear or?
Which this hat? Yeah.
The hat,
All the
yeah.
hats I got were Canes wear because they had different hats there.
Yeah.
It's like where are all these hats coming from?
Caneswear has a massive selection.
Look at our guy here. Shout out
What's
to
up, Canes Cat
CCH.
Sheep? But we thoroughly donated to all 3 stores this past weekend.
That's true. I spent money on all of them. I don't think
Yeah.
you spent anything at all, Canes.
I own most of that store already. So
I know
there was
that's true.
nothing
We
new.
walked through there and there's like 3 things left that
Yeah.
between the two
And
of
then
us,
the
I
guy
think
at the
we should-
counter wasn't one of the usual people that know us, so he like asked Vish for ID to prove he was an alumni,
Can you
which is
believe
really
this?
funny.
Can you believe this?
Oh wait, I the backpack's in the other room, but I did get the new spray ground backpack too, because the guy at Caneswear convinced me it was a must.
You're not a hard sale on these things.
I'm not. I just bought a hoodie right before the show started.
Oh my god.
But that one, okay, no, hold on. I will defend that one since I kind of made you do it.
I've been talking about it for weeks.
But she's
Not
been
the specific hoodie.
for
but
a green hoodie she can wear under, jerseys or whatever that are running.
I
low.
needed a layering hoodie.
Right. And this one in particular was in women's extra small, so it'll actually fit. And it's a Miami hoodie, so you can wear it by itself, but it also has the Adidas stripes down the arms, so when you wear it underneath for layering, it'll look cool. So it kind of hit all the boxes.
Mhm.
It
This
had to
is-
be done.
This is a hoodie I just got recently thanks to Jeremy at the team store DMing me about it. It's really cool with the cursive hurricanes, and it's got the Coral Gables thing on the side, which I'm a huge fan of. I like this new thing that Adidas is doing. So
CCH is able to use his business to go wholesale. So
well, apparently when the team store has stuff that they can't sell and it's in a men's small, Jeremy just gave me a pair of shorts. So shout out again to Jeremy at the team store. But I now have people from all 3 stores DMing me about extra smalls on a regular
anything
basis.
comes in, they know they got to order at least one because you will go buy it.
Huh? Yeah, no, I bought that all
I
orange.
mean, you're
jersey, too.
probably responsible for 70% of the extra small sales.
I probably am. Well, the orange jersey I bought from the team store the next day, Amanda from All Canes messaged me about the same thing because they had a few extra smalls also. And I was just like, I kind of already bought it from the team store, but they're all good friends, so it doesn't matter. Listen, at the end of the day, it's good for UM. So it's just, I'll have to make more space in my closet again in 6 months.
You're gonna have to reorganize it.
I just did last week.
I know, but you're gonna have to reorganize it again.
I gotta find a
Reorganize the
special
reorganization.
place for the beach hoodie. It's gotta have its own section.
Yeah. Or you just, get a what do you call it for it? A frame for it.
Frame it? No,
Frame
but
it
I
up
like to
there.
wear it. I'm not gonna frame it. I want to wear
Frame
it.
the beach hoodie.
It's
Wow,
coming.
look at it taking liberties.
It's coming with me to California in October, so we can get a picture together in our
Oh.
beach hoodies.
So basically, what you're saying is I have to drag this thing from DC to Miami to
We
California.
already
don't have
talked about
to.
this. Why are you
You
so
don't have to,
surprised,
but me
Vish?
and Matt are gonna get a photo, and it's gonna go up on the wall. I have a picture of you, me, and Jazz, so you'll still be on there.
That's true.
But we do need a photo that's not me cropping it to get the 3 of us in it.
Well, if Matt would follow through on his promise to come east, then this wouldn't have been a problem. Actually, he did come visit me. You're the actually. Now that I think about it, you didn't go to the ACC basketball tournament. That was the time that
Because I didn't want to suffer.
we really should have been able.
Are
to
you
get a
really
good-
grilling her for not going to that?
Yes.
I wasn't gonna move my entire work schedule
Okay.
around for a shitty team.
All right.
right?
I'll
If
say
we
this.
were like a top 4 team, I would have reorganized some shit.
All I'm gonna say
But
is
to
this.
finish second to last in the ACC, it was not happening.
I showed up
oh.
injured.
Yeah, he showed up
Crippled.
injured, and I'll say
Don't
We
this.
had
ask
it
if
played
I'm hurt,
months in
dog.
advance.
Wait, no, but I'll say this. when you're complaining that the only photo you have of three of us is cropped because we randomly sat next to each other at lunch before the Final Four is the reason we even have that. And the basketball team came to my hood, and Matt traveled across country.
The basketball team is
On
in my
Spirit.
hood on a regular basis.
You had a 2-hour flight.
The basketball team is in my hood on a regular basis. Do not blame me.
I mean, I live like 2 metro stops from the arena, so I didn't really put an effort on that one. That was all Matt.
Don't even ask me how much the tickets were.
No, the game tickets were
Weren't they like
$2.
$5? Oh,
$2. $2 general admission. There was no inside seating. You just show up and sit wherever you want.
Matt couldn't
$2
walk. He
tickets.
definitely wasn't the water boy.
No, he was not. He was not.
Did the wheelchair ever get returned, or did someone actually steal it?
I think someone stole it, dude.
man.
That shit's gone. Did I
That
tell
made
you
no
guys,
sense
though?
to me that they're like, oh,
No.
just leave it outside. I'm like, not
Well,
in the
and
middle
then-
of downtown DC. Like,
And then
For
and then the-
hours too. Eventually,
No,
someone probably
and then
stole
the
it.
guy didn't even call until the next morning. He was supposed to pick it up that day, and then he calls Monica and he's like, "Well, where is it?" And she was like, "Well, they told me to leave it in front of the building."
And I'm in
He's like,
Long
"Well, I don't
Beach.
see it." Yeah.
So good luck.
the LBC. I need an LBC hoodie. The LBC. No?
LVC.
It's too bad Long Beach isn't closer to where we're going to be.
It's nowhere close. It's like being in Boston instead of
That's what I'm saying,
DC.
too
Like
bad
that
it's
city
not
is so
closer.
big.
I want to
feel
go
like
see the pyramid.
I know. I feel like if I ever take you guys, well, more so Melissa is gonna have this like grand image of what Cal State Long Beach is.
No, I don't have a grand image. I just
Okay.
I just want to see the baseball field, man. I got to see where the Dirtbags play.
I want to
It's-
see the
it's
pyramid, and I want to get
not
another
huge.
beach hoodie.
I don't think it's huge or anything. I mean, I got to see it. That is a legitimate. That is a landmark.
Yeah, you could say that.
I'm just making sure I don't miss anything as far as messages. So for those watching, it might be more than just Kane's Cat Seat. Assistant coach / associate head coach Fitz from the women's team is going to be on the show tonight at 9. I was geeking out over this via text with Vish for like the last week when he agreed to come on because it's like I've been trying to get him on the show. Very excited. So he'll be on at 9. And Matt was like, let's start early. So now we're just talking fluff.
I mean, we haven't done a
Yes,
show
it's
for
something we struggle with normally. You know, it's hard for us to fill time.
So, oh, and tonight's Mount Rushmore is going to be about the Olympics because that.
Look, see,
obviously-
CCH gets
Did
it.
you wait? Did you see the who posted the photo of like it was most home runs based on like where guys went to school? I don't know if it was current or if it was like all time or what. No, it was probably just current players. But Long Beach and Cal State Fullerton were like in the top 10, or Long Beach might have been like border top 10.
This is
Go
like
Beach.
cumulative NBA. I mean, not NBA, MLB.
MLB, yeah, home runs. I was shocked, but not really.
Why?
And then I
Why?
realized-
Why would you be?
No,
shocked?
and then I realized
big
like how
program.
many. Well, it's because they haven't been good recently.
Yeah, neither are we. we played in the NCAA tournament like what 7-8 years ago, and it's not been good
Matt-
for either program since.
yeah.
Matt,
I
have you seen the new the Adidas slides that they came out with?
Oh no, do I want
The
to see
Adidas
these?
Alpha Bounce slides.
Oh, the alphabet. Are they new or are you?
They're
let me
orange. They
see.
just came out like in the last week.
Do you have
They're
a
they're
picture?
they're orange instead of the green ones, basically.
I'm gonna message it to you. I'll put it in the bucket.
Text or private. Oh,
I'm gonna put it in there. It's Mark Fletcher's Twitter. I was scrolling through the buckets Twitter and I saw it.
let me see.
You saw them at the store, right? When we were there, they were selling
Yeah.
them at the team store.
Oh, those are nice.
Right?
Wallet.
I don't.
We were
I
all
don't
like
know.
bad influences on each other.
Listen, I went to 3 Kane stores this past weekend and I didn't buy a single hoodie. Mainly because I own most of them, but I didn't buy a single
So
hoodie.
then you bought one now.
I did buy 3 pairs of shorts, but and got one for free, which was nice.
So do we decide? We're not gonna have time to do this for Fitz joints. We'll do it after. But on which Mount Rushmore of the two, we are doing
I'm good.
Olympic-related Mount Rushmore.
I think it's
Whatever one you wanna
Olympic,
do.
like Olympic events, our favorite top Olympic summer events.
I already thought of memories too, so I can do either one.
But you can't just say like one whole event. Like you can't just say swimming. You have to pick like a
Well,
specific.
swimming isn't an
Yeah.
event. It's
So, because if we're gonna do Winter Olympics, I'm gonna say curling, but it's in summer right now, so we'll go with summer.
all right. So we're doing the events. Okay.
But
gotta
we'll do
think.
that after, right? I mean,
Yeah,
we can
yeah.
do
We're not
14 more
to
minutes.
put it
So
in.
I had to break out a new hoodie for Coach Fitz. Do the Canes have any people in the Olympics? I believe so.
Devon Reed, baby, playing for Puerto Rico.
Yep.
So, what's you believe so or you know so?
I know so, but I also like when I think about it, it's just like people in the Olympics playing for Team USA. I didn't think about for a second. I didn't think about other countries because I think we have someone who was running track. I think for Team USA.
So the reason I said, do you think you know so, or do you know, or do you think or do you know? Because I sent you the dude finished 18th or whatever in the triple. I sent you the thing today.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I don't know. I've been very busy today. All right, it's my only day off.
You have.
And I never made it to CVS. So
wait, what? I thought you had to.
No,
it's 24 hours.
I'll get it tomorrow. Just a day late. It's fine.
Yes.
I got lazy.
Triple jumper.
Made the
triple
final, right?
jumper. Russell Robinson. Jumped for Team USA. Well, he finished 14th, so he didn't make the final. But
I thought. I don't know.
No, he didn't make the final. Did not.
I just saw the headline, but that's good. And then Davon Reed played for Puerto Rico.
Hell yeah!
And
so CCH has been watching Olympic boxing, wrestling, and basketball and archery.
Yo, I spent like an hour the other day watching surfing. It was a lot of fun, actually, watching surfing.
I saw them screw the British at the skeet shooting.
Oh, because it like skid the thing.
It didn't skid it. It hit straight up. It just didn't explode for some reason. It, like pieces went every direction. It didn't explode with like the smoke, and then they didn't count it.
Did you see that they presented the USA like ice skating team their 2022 gold medals because of that whole cheating scandal? Like they originally came in second, but then like one of the Russians got caught doping, so like they presented the USA team with their gold medals today or yesterday.
It still counts.
So
did they ever get them back from the Russians, or what happens?
I don't know how that
works.
works.
What do you do? Track them down and like give me
that?
Like,
are these like secondhand medals, or do they get like brand new ones?
No, they'll get new ones, but they're not gonna actually go track them down. How are you gonna get these back? They're gone.
Did Reggie Bush have to give back his Heisman Trophy?
I think allegedly, like I don't know that they actually went and took the trophy from him. Like,
but now it's legit again, right? Now it's legit again. Like they reinstated it.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, what were they gonna do? Show up to us, like, give me this? I'm repoing it. Like, they can't do that. He owns it. It's his thing. Heisman Committee does not have does not have police authority to go and seize. That's what got OJ though. They made him sell his Heisman to pay off his civil suit, and then he tried to steal it back.
Wasn't he in jail?
That's what he got in jail for. It wasn't for murder; it was for stealing his Heisman back.
He got away with murder and then got arrested for stealing.
Well, I mean, he basically went to jail for murder because what he did was in Vegas with a bunch of people. They were trying to buy his memorabilia back, and then like they bait and switched him, and like some people started fighting, and he had a gun in his pockets. So they maximally charged him with like like
it was like on the Vegas Strip, right?
Yeah, no, I think it was in a hotel on the Vegas Strip.
Yeah, because I remember we would walk by that store all the time.
Yeah, and so it ended up they charged him with like the maximum as if he had pulled a gun and held everyone at gunpoint, because theoretically, if you have a gun on you, he never even pulled it out. And there's like a felony assault which they charge one of the guys with, and the gun like aggravates, and if you have the gun you can be charged with it, which they would never do except they charged him for murder. but
I remember, man, that trial. I think I was in like 4th grade. I remember that trial.
Dude,
That
they
was
showed
crazy.
that they showed that on TV in school. Like they stopped class and they put it on there and they read the verdict.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even in like the 4th grade, we talked about it and watched it. Crazy stuff.
Got away with it then, but then he didn't. Should have just flown on the straight and narrow from there. And he got busted, and then got the book thrown at him in a way no one else would. So yeah, he went to prison, not technically for murder, but they would have probably not even charged him with a crime if he hadn't killed 2 people and gotten away with it. So
here's the
and
question.
of course he moved to Miami eventually, and was like, actually, he's in the neighborhood we live in. He was living right around here. Here's
a question. Should we speculate on if Coach Fitz is going to pick Chick-fil-A or Popeyes? Matt was wrong 2 weeks ago.
I'm gonna say he's gonna pick Chick-fil-A.
He just assumes Chick-fil-A until.
Well, I mean, the women's team has been crushing us, Matt, and so
That's what
we're getting
only
no
other
love from that
assistant coach to
program.
come on the show was DJ.
Vish, it has to be Chick-fil-A. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we've been getting crushed by the women's team. They also like give them that crap when they're getting on the team bus.
I know. I feel like some of these might be biased, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I know this is.
You guys started it, not me.
How? Okay.
Wait, did we? What was
Yeah,
the
because
history
you
of
guys
this?
kept giving me a hard time about Chick-fil-A because Popeyes was better. And I don't know whose idea it was to ask about Chick-fil-A versus Popeyes, but it grew from your guys' hate for Chick-fil-A.
I don't even hate it, so that's not really. Popeyes is a better.
I did
sandwich.
leave room though. There is room because I was doing the board for today, and I was like, I gotta make sure there's space in case he picks Popeyes, and then there's space if he picks Chick-fil-A. So there's space for both. Because I'm just gonna put Fitz. I'm not gonna write out the whole thing.
You're not gonna write Fitzroy Anthony,
Huh?
You're not gonna write out Fitzroy Anthony.
Well, no, everyone's just first name. I
know.
didn't write Matthew. I just wrote Matt.
I'm joking.
Why
I
did
mean,
you
you
just
should-
tell
you should-
people
you
my
should-
real name?
Yeah, you
You
should
just
should
gave
write
up my
Matt.
secret identity. What the
show,
hell?
show some
Oh, I
respect.
should have wrote Maddie Icy. Just take
I
a
like
wall of
how
space.
well. I mean, I like how the Matt's final thoughts. The intro is definitely your full name. I had to class it up. I mean,
Well,
it's
no,
gotta fit the
that's
motif.
just to make it fancy. Yeah,
No,
with
it's
Matthew.
you gotta class it up there.
And everyone knows my last name because I always say no relation.
And
then
more people
you're-
know my. Well, you're the one that doesn't know my last name. Everyone.
No,
else
I
knows
know
it.
your last name. I just can't pronounce it.
Parasip-
You can't recreate the moment. It'll never be recaptured. I don't think Melissa.
Yeah,
could
that
pull
was
it off
after
again.
the show. It wasn't
That
caught
was
live.
spontaneous.
So.
Like I don't think she could recreate it, let alone
Yeah.
us.
We do. Me and Vish were talking though. We do need to update the intro a little bit because we got to get Coach Cull up on there. There's a part when she
yeah.
says something about like we're great and that everyone should do the show. I have it clipped, so we're gonna find a way to add that to the ending.
I like how you keep saying we.
Well, I took the clip.
Well, she's gonna
So-
contribute
I have the
too.
whole
She's
show.
gonna
I
be
told you, I
texting
grabbed-
you
I
every
grabbed
day
the
to
whole-
do it.
Yes,
I
I know,
grabbed
but
the
you
whole
told me
show.
to send you the clip and you would do it. So I technically am contributing.
Well, now I have the whole show. I don't need the clip.
He's trying to take all the credit, Matt. You see this?
Yeah.
For
It's
doing the
disgusting.
intros, yes, I am trying to take all the credit for building the intros. What the hell are we talking about?
Rude.
Coach Ellis trying to take all the credit for coaching and being the head coach of the Final Four team. How dare you? No, they're actually all. They're both. Well, actually, those ones I went a little. You gave me some ideas, and I kind of went rogue and put whatever clips I wanted in there, and just let you guys deal with it. Other than I let you pick your what you're saying. Matt did not get a choice.
The original intro you picked my saying.
Yeah, then
Because
you told me
I
to
originally
change it,
I was
did.
originally saying Adidas make this into a hoodie.
Yeah, and
So
then
you picked
Adidas
that.
made everything into
But
a hoodie,
then-
apparently. So
After a time, I was like, I feel like there should be a Kenny Kaji reference because of he got mentioned. It's not even like literally we're going to be talking women's hoops, and I still found a way to mention Kenny Kaji. So, not that he's ever coming on the show, but
well,
There was he answered us. He answered Matt, but
once,
but that was it. That was the hope, the little glimmer of hope that we had. But it's okay. But we're gonna get like most of the women's team and coaches, so it's all good. But speaking of,
yeah, go for it.
Our guest has arrived. So introducing, I'm very excited for this, by the way. He's one of the assistant coaches, the associate head coach, I believe. He was a part of Coach Meyer's staff. And it's not even arguably, he is the best assistant coach in the country. Check the internet, it's true. Please welcome Coach Fitzroy Anthony to the show.
How you guys doing?
Hey, Coach. Thanks for joining us.
Well, listen, love that introduction. Love that. I need to hire you.
Listen, anytime.
She will work for hoodies. So
we're so excited to have you on the show. I DM'd the guys in excitement after you answered me. So thank you so much for coming on. We have a lot to ask you about, but before we talk hoops, this is a question we ask to every guest. There's a little bit of a debate that we have on this show. You'll see there's a list behind me. If you could only eat one chicken sandwich for the rest of your life, would you go to Chick-fil-A or Popeyes?
I would say Popeyes.
Yes, we're on a winning streak.
We're on a roll right now.
Popeyes is finally getting some love. Chick-fil-A has been on a run.
Yeah, so we were trying to make a catch of that.
Influenced by that, I saw that.
Yeah, Coach Meyer is the only one who went.
Wait, hold on. Oh, I was going to ask you if you could guess what she said, but
sorry.
Thank you.
That's the only reason why she's not on the board. But Coach Cullup picked Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Katie said Bojangles. Then when we were in North Carolina, we sent her a picture of us eating Bojangles. So she went off the board. She refused to answer the question as asked and said, "My North Carolina roots, I gotta have Bojangles." So.
Neither.
All right. Well, Popeyes is finally getting some love. It doesn't look as anemic as it used to be.
Got starting five now.
That's 2 weeks. That's two guests in 2 weeks that have picked Popeyes. So the guys are appreciative. I'm Team Chick-fil-A. So I don't know if you've caught any of our shows, but when Coach Meyer initially retired, it was probably one of the worst days of our lives. We did a whole emergency show of depression. But one of the things we mentioned when she retired is our love for you. And when we were discussing head coaching replacements, we were like, if Fitz doesn't stay on this staff, or he's not the head coach, he better stay on this staff. So first question is, what made you want to stay in Miami? And Coach Cullup had said that she came out to you personally to recruit you to stay with Miami. So how did that go, and what went into your decision to stick around and be a Cane?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a loaded question. I mean, you talk about prior to Coach Cullup's, arrival, I have a lot of history with the University of Miami. I bleed orange, and green. University of Miami has been great to me. It's a place that I've always thought that we could win a national championship. Obviously, 2 years ago, we went to the Elite Eight. So prior to Coach Cullup, I have a lot of history at University of Miami. I'm originally from Antigua in the Caribbean, but I've been in South Florida the last 20 years. Have family here. And then once Coach Cullup, got the job, and I did some research. Like she said, she came after me to Final Four. We sat down, we had conversations. And I had to reach out to a lot of people. We had a lot of mutual friends, because I didn't personally know her prior to the job. But every single person I spoke to, she's an incredible lady. She's a great person to work for. She's going to treat you right. She's going to give you the opportunity to grow. You're going to learn a lot from her. And she knows how to win. It's proven. You look at Toledo's track record. She's won everywhere she's been. So at that point, you have a combination of, the history, Coach Cole, what she brings to the table. I was like, it only made sense. So I'm happy to be here.
You've been a head coach or associate coach at Miami for, was it 9 years?
Yeah. 9. I'm going on 10. So
10 years. Okay. And obviously the best assistant coach in the country. I know you've been named to some lists and one of the top recruiters and all of that. Is head coaching something that you want to do eventually, or just Miami is kind of your home and staying here is what you want to do? Or where do you think it leads you for after if you were to leave Miami?
Yeah, I think, obviously, I started from high school, AAU, was a head coach at that level. Obviously, being a head coach is something that's a dream of mine. But it's not one of those things, I wake up every single day and I'm like, oh, I want to go be a head coach tomorrow. I'm happy where I'm at. It's one of those things, if something, was the came and it made sense and I got a phone call, of course, I would hear it out. But I'm happy where I'm at. My family's here. I have two beautiful kids, a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old. They love South Florida. My mom lives in South Florida. My wife's parents live here, so we have a lot of help here. So it's one of those things where I say I would never entertain something, but I love what I'm at. And it's one of those things when you work for great people, it's like it makes it a lot easier to love where you're at and, be content where you're at.
Well, we want you to stay here too. So
and
that's
actually,
how it answers.
side note on that, I've actually met your family because I was one of the handful of people in the family section at the Mississippi State game last year. So your kids and your
Yes.
family was there. I was there, and then Maria Brown and her parents were there. That was it. That was the Miami section, but we showed up and yelled and screamed.
Oh yeah, they're huge fans. I mean,
Yeah.
they're throwing up the U. Like I said, they're 4-3. They're
Right.
throwing up the U. They're coming to games. They're watching games. So it's a good atmosphere.
Yeah, no. So I did meet your family there in Starkville. So that
Good.
was
Were the kids behaving?
Oh, absolutely. They were great. They were great. We won the game, so it was a fun time. It was a great trip.
I mean, 4-3. That's. I mean, are they throwing up the U correctly though? Do we got them doing the correct? None of this.
Yeah, we don't. No finger guns. None of this stuff.
No.
Someone's gonna clip that and put it on the internet. I shouldn't have done that. But
They've been trained well. They've been trained well.
So a question that we wanted to ask, especially because we haven't we had Coach Cullip on, but we asked more about the transfers. But we wanted to talk about more of the incoming freshmen with Leah Harmon and Anae Adams and Simone Pellish, as far as what went into their recruitment. And since you were big in recruiting them from last year, what did you guys see in them, and what do you expect from them this season as freshmen?
Yeah, so those three players they're great people, and great families. They come from great families, great people, and on top of that, all three of them are very talented. They played, on the biggest stage. Simone and Leah played on the Nike stage, and Anae played on the Select Power 24 stage. So they've all had major experience. We're excited about them. I do think those are three kids that, they're young, but they've been really competitive in practice. They're constantly in the gym, putting extra time in the gym. So we're excited about those three kids. And those are three kids, obviously, they were part of that class. It was the number 18 recruiting class in the country. So we do have, big plans for them. So, yeah, it should be fun to just watch them grow.
How much work? So when Coach Meyer retires, how much work was it to get them to kind of stick? Because they didn't have to.
Yeah. No. I mean, it was a lot of work. And kudos to Coach Cullip because she came in, and just running from day one. Those three kids in particular were priorities for her to get on the phone with. Communicate with the parents, communicate, with the individual. Because you got to think about, you've had another head coach recruiting for the last 2 to 3 years, and you get a call, and the person that recruited you, the head coach, is not here anymore. So you can imagine, an 18-year-old kid, a family, is this new head coach? Am I going to fit their system? Do they even know my game and things of that nature? And I think Coach Cullip did a tremendous job, really making them feel like she had a plan for them, and which she does, watching their games, breaking their game down, and getting to know them as people as well. Because it was a tough news to them.
Yeah. Coach,
but it sounds go ahead, Matt.
I was going to ask, so from a recruiting standpoint, so little background, I'm an assistant at my old high school, started coaching again. And some of my guys have started to get recruited. So I kind of want to ask you, I know that's a huge part of what you do for University of Miami. What do you look for in a prospective like Miami player?
I mean, for us, we get asked this question a lot. So it's honestly, it's like good character kids. They got to be good character kids. Are they motivated? Are they self-motivated? Because the biggest thing is, at this point, obviously there's certain kids that are a next level. Then after that, everyone kind of falls in the same boat. It's like, okay, having this being self-motivated is what's going to separate them once they get to college. So and from there, obviously from a talent standpoint, can they put the ball in the bucket? Can they play defense? Are they athletic? What's their skill set? Can they pass? Can they shoot? Those are some of the basic things that we're looking for in a recruit. But you got to compete. If you don't compete, you're not competitive. It's going to be hard to coach you. So those are some of the main things we look for.
There's a question in the chat. I'll kind of reword it a little bit. But Kane's Cats Eats basically asking to kind of about like the change in college basketball landscape with NIL, and now that they're adding additional scholarships, does that change in how you have to recruit kids and how you plan for the team for the future?
I think, yeah. I mean, I think, we right now, you could carry, 50, the women's side. And I think with the transfer portal where now kids don't have to sit, I do believe that you're always recruiting every single year because you have no idea what your roster is going to look like the following year. But also myself coming from ANU and coming from high school, I do think it does put a little bit more pressure on coaches to really be more transparent with these kids when you're recruiting them. Because it's like, if a kid wants to know, hey, am I going to come in as a freshman? Am I going to have the opportunity to be on the floor early? And if that kid's not on the floor early, and that's something that they were either promised, which necessarily shouldn't be promised, or whatever the case may be, that kid could be gone in a year. So you're going to always be recruiting every single year. And then the transfer portal, kids are either going to always be coming and leaving for whatever reason.
Can you talk about, I mean, obviously most of the team from last season either graduated or transferred. So can you talk about the work that the new staff put in and what you put in to rebuild this team? Because, I mean, you guys look loaded, and that's a lot. And for an ACC team, like, it's one of the toughest conferences in the country. So I've been getting the Cavender twins back, keeping Jasmine Roberts. She's been on the show. We're huge fans. But, I mean, you guys put in some crazy work to rebuild that team. So what just for the casual basketball fan, what kind of work went into that? And just if you mention some of the players and talk about them if you want.
Yeah, it was a lot of work. I'm actually looking forward to my vacation this Saturday, going into the full week during the shutdown.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it was a lot of work. I think we had maybe 9 official visits in the spring. It was scary. It was scary. I know it was scary for Coach Cullett, myself. You get the job and, you have 3 incoming freshmen. Are they staying? Are they leaving? You have kids getting the portal. So in total, we had 6 players returning. So at that time, it was a little scary. In hindsight, looking back, to your point, you look at the roster and it's like, we did pretty good. And we're definitely excited about this roster. But yeah, it was constant. I mean, honestly, from the time Coach Cullett got here at the University of Miami, it was recruiting. There was like nothing else. It wasn't like, let me set up my office, let me decorate my office, let me put this here. No. I mean, we were bringing kids in left and right, and, we were still, putting stuff up on her office, decorating her office, but I thought that the entire staff came in, Jesse Ivy and Danielle Page, they were 2 of the first to arrive, and it was just crazy just watching them travel back home to get their, house settle in and fly back because we had another official visit. So there was a lot of work by the entire staff. But we love this team. We're excited about this team.
So kind of piggybacking on that a little bit, how much of that fell on you? Because everyone else is kind of trying to move it and multitask, and you got the home field advantage on some of that being,
Yeah, it felt good. It felt good not have to pick up and move. And I watched them, and I was like, yeah, thank God I didn't have to move. But yes, I mean, it was definitely a lot. I think people who are in the background that sometimes don't get enough credit, are, Margie and Lonnie, who's on staff. When people are coming on the visit, these are people in the background that people don't see the amount of work they put in. So I thought they did a heck of a job just kind of making the transition easy for Coach Cullip and myself. But yeah, there was a lot that fell on me as far as like, you know, the players that we were recruiting at Miami at the time were different than the players that we were recruiting. Coach was recruiting at Toledo, so there was a lot of players where I may have had a personal relationship the first time around. We didn't get them, and now the second time around, all right, we have a better shot of getting them now. But I thought the staff did a really good job of just everyone chiming in, picking up, building a relationship with these transfers, and we made it work.
How did that transition go? As far as you were under Coach Meyer, working with her for so long, and now working with a whole new staff. How did that go? And was it an easy fit, or were there new things that you had to take on, new jobs, or?
I honestly, and some people may say, he's full of it, but honestly, I thought it was an easy transition. But I thought Coach Cullip made it easy, because she's not really a micromanager person. And it could be, from talking to Coach Meyer, talking to other people in the business, who knows? But, from day one, she trusted me when it came to just my basketball piece, from, showing her, what Coral Gables is about, the recruiting. She trusted me from day one, which obviously Coach Meyer did as well. So it was really, an easy transition from, that standpoint, because she's going to let you, as long as you're busting your tail, and she's going to let you work. So honestly, it's been, pretty easy. I think obviously certain system things will be a little different, have to get used to. But as far as just, feeling like you're around good people, and you could grow and allow you to give your space, and grow, it's been great. No complaints.
Did you show them any spots in Miami that they had to see or eat at, or what were the recommendations for the new coaches that they had to go to?
I don't know if there was a few recommendations, but Mario Page, Jesse, and Danielle, they lived at Monty's. I was in liquid. They were still trying to find they lived at Monty's. I think they knew him by name, first name basis, But yeah, I knew that was a hot spot for them, definitely Monty's.
Okay, that's typical Miami though.
Yeah.
Were you a basketball player growing up? How were you a player and then got into coaching, or are you just a fan of basketball, or how'd you get into coaching?
Yeah, so I'll tell you a little secret, right? So I grew up in Antigua, right? And moved to the States when I was like around 11 years old. I wanted to be a jockey when I was little. And that might be, wait, what? A jockey? So my uncle had a horseback company. And all the tourists used to come and ride horses. So I grew up around horses and riding horses.
Okay.
So when I came to the States, started playing basketball, fell in love with it. I played Division II basketball at Palm Beach Atlantic. So I coached AAU in high school, and that's kind of how it came into play.
What was your game? Were you like a
I was going to ask
3D
him
guy,
that.
or what was your specialty?
All right, I want to lie and say I was just a straight bucket getter, but that's not the case. I was serviceable. I could score, but I was a lockdown defender. A bruiser.
Love it.
Yeah, shut somebody down. Capable of scorer, but I wasn't getting straight buckets and scoring 30 every night. Now that wasn't my game.
No wonder why you got along with Coach Meyer so well.
Yeah.
Defense was her thing.
So the team is going to see these clamps, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Most definitely. I get out there here and there.
Yeah, we had Coach DJ Irving on last summer, and he says he plays like as the guard against the guys in practice. Do you play with the ladies?
I do, and DJ's right. I walk in there, I see him all the time. He was going up and down with him, But yes, I do get in there with him. Sometimes I'm the guard, sometimes the post. I mix it up, but they get real competitive when I get out there. It's
It's
fun.
funny. It's funny how that works, right? As soon as one of the coaches plays, right,
Oh yeah, they
get
turn it
more
up.
locked in.
Yeah, they
Who's,
turn it up a notch.
who's been the toughest to go against this summer?
Oh, this summer we haven't. It's been the numbers have been down a little bit, so I haven't gotten there this summer as
Or in the
much.
past, who's been
But
the
in the
toughest?
past, I would say I would go at it a lot. The returners that are here, Haley and Jazz would be some of the two I would say go at
Okay.
pretty tough.
All right,
Mhm.
there you go.
So there are a few other questions in the chat. CCH, I'm going to dance around this a little bit because I want to make sure we stay clear of any issues and things we can't talk about. But just generally speaking, how have you seen the reputation of Miami on the recruiting trail change since you've been here? How much easier is it now to get into the top recruits? I mean, we see the results with the players coming in, so we know you made a ton of progress. But how much easier is it now to kind of like that they want to talk to Miami that you can get in there versus
Yeah.
later?
I mean, I would never say it's easy, but I would say like when they see that brand on the road, and they see it stand on the baseline, they're looking, they're paying attention. I do think with our brand, obviously men's basketball has been to the Final Four. We've been to the Elite Eight. The national champions football, have won. The classes that football is, signing. So I do believe, that definitely helps. And we're always going to be in the running, for top kids, in the country, as long as, we just got to recruit them.
Yeah, the whole
So
landscape is different
another
for sure.
another kind of this is a little more personal question, but CCS just wanted to know, how your family was doing. Were they affected at all by the by Hurricane Beryl?
No, they were not. So that's great.
good.
And
Yeah.
I'm looking forward, flying out Saturday. It's gonna be a good week trip.
What's the drink of choice on the beach?
Oh, a little so you could either have passion fruit, tamarind juice. So mix it up a little bit.
Any home cooking things you can't get in Miami that you can get on the islands?
Let's see. I mean, Miami is very diverse. But I would say some things that I'm going to get on the island are ackee and saltfish, oxtail, and
Sounds good.
you've ever had it's a big thing in the islands. My kids are looking forward to it. Bread, butter, and cheese. It's pretty much just like a bread that comes right off the oven, and it's like the Caribbean cheese and the butter. It's amazing. It's not healthy for you, but it's amazing.
All the fatty foods.
Yeah.
Don't
There
let
you
your
go.
players eat that.
No.
So when we had Coach Cullup on, she had given us a recommendation on who the next person should be on the show, next player. Not everyone's easy to get a hold of, but who do you think the next person we should have on the show from the women's team? Who do you recommend we reach out to?
Yeah, and so we've had Jasmine.
We've had Jasmine on, yeah.
Actually,
And Leah.
Jasmine came
and
into one
Leah.
of our live shows and just started commenting in the comments like, "Do you want
Yeah,
to
that
talk
was
about the
fun.
actual show?"
I have to feel like put me on, sign me up, get me on.
Jasmine, and we actually had Leah Harmon on last summer
when she was
when
still
she
in
committed.
high school. Yeah.
So we've had them two on, but who do you think the next person should be?
What are you looking for?
Someone that'll say
Eventually we want to
Popeyes.
get
Who likes
everybody.
Popeyes? Someone that'll say Popeyes. That's what I'm looking for first.
Well, I've been in touch with Coach Danielle Page also, so she agreed to come on when she's back from the Olympics. But as far as players are concerned, who do you think we should try to get on?
Let's see. Do you want someone with experience? Do you want to
Whoever? Who do you think?
Let's see.
I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah. Might kill
I will say we did see your karaoke from Jasmine Roberts' Instagram posts a few nights ago.
Yes, blew my cover. Let's see. Take a shot at Haley. Take a shot at Haley Cabrera.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that's the real challenge.
Yeah. I mean, you asked a question, he answered it. So I don't know what you were looking for. But
That's probably
I
top
asked
two
her,
toughest.
What are you looking for? I asked her a couple times, hey,
That's probably the toughest answer you could have given us.
I know, but you said, like we're talking about recruiting. You got to go after the top tier. Got to get
That's a true statement.
Got you there.
Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted. Hopefully, it goes better than Coach Cullop's challenge because I failed at that one. Any other questions, guys?
Just Ter 30 will one of our regular viewers just shouting you outfits. Let's see. What else do we got? We got a lot of CCH to filter through here.
Are you
as usual?
So a few of the people that were on the team last season have transferred to ACC schools. Any like competitiveness, or are you gonna have those games circled on the calendar where you're like, all right, we're playing former players? Like,
listen, it's one of those things where I see all of them. I'm gonna hug every last one of them.
They're players no matter what, even if they've moved on.
Yeah. But we're gonna try to kick their butts like they're gonna try to kick their butts. So there's no question about that. There's gonna be that competitive side. We're gonna hug all of them, love all of them, but we're trying to win that game at the end of the day.
I got a quick question.
Go ahead.
What shoes are you rocking right now on the court? Or favorite?
Matt's the shoe guy, if you hadn't noticed behind him.
He's the shit. I was gonna ask him. I see all those.
Yeah.
I would say this, right? So when you go out recruiting, all right, the shoe game is very important.
Oh, it is.
Because these kids are always watching your shoe game. What are you wearing, right? So I would say I wore a lot of on the road, the human races.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of human races when I was on the road. So that's kind of what I've been rocking, getting a lot of attention.
There you go.
Okay. Better than Mario Cristobal's loafers. Oh, I had one more question. I should have written it down and I almost forgot. So it was a question I asked Jasmine about the different uniforms that Miami's had in the past. And this past season, they released the Coral Gables trolley inspired uniforms. And I just wanted to get your opinion on those.
I don't pay attention to that. I just know the All Black's my favorite.
Okay.
The All Black's my favorite. What did Jazz say?
She wasn't a fan of the yellow, which I agreed with her.
I remember they were all talking about that. I was just like, listen, just put the ball in the pocket.
We need to get those orange jerseys back from the ACC tournament game when y'all beat Louisville in the final seconds.
I do like
Destiny Harden. Those have been the best jerseys. We need to get you got to get those back.
All right,
those got good juju.
I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on see if I can pull off. I do like the orange ones. I do like those. I like the All Blacks.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that game is our happy place. We're upset about something. They put the whole game on YouTube, so you just put it on with like
5 minutes to go and watch Destiny go off.
Watch Destiny score 15 points in a row and win the game. Like that.
Listen, unforgettable moment. Unforgettable. Wow.
When y'all got duped from the tournament, I went back and watched that because
we're in a happy place.
That was heinous. It was. Me and Vish were texting about it, and it got to the last bracket, and we're like, well, it can't be this seed because we can't play another ACC school. And we were doing the math, and they're like, oh my God, they're going to snub us. And we were going through that same thing, that same scenario as it was playing out. But the plan is to make it happen this year. So make them pay this year for not having. There won't even be a question this year. The way you all built up the team and stuff.
No, we're excited. We're excited. The team, and the one thing about this team is, they're excited. You got to think about it. We have 3 players from that Elite 8 run. The Twins, Jazz, and I don't think I missed anyone after that. 2 of them were starters. So we have experience. Our transfers have experience playing in the NCAA tournament. We have talented, young group. So we're excited. We're looking forward to it.
We're very excited, and we can't wait to cover y'all this season.
I do have one more kind of background question for you. So you mentioned, you got into coaching at the AAU level and now are obviously on the college level. So what was it? I'm sure at some point you had to make that decision. Do you go the men's route or the women's route? What was it about the women's game that drew you in?
Yeah, so I get asked that question, a lot. So I always knew I wanted to coach. I didn't necessarily have a preference. But while I was in college, I was coaching my younger sister while I was in college. I just showed up to watch a couple of her games, and the program director was like, "Hey, the coach didn't show up." this week. And I was like, yeah, sure. I love basketball. I want to coach. Like, I got you. Then the following week, it happened again. I'm like, all right, he set me up. Before you know it, I was the coach. I enjoyed it. I loved it, and never looked back. And, that was one of the major ways I kind of got into it.
Are you still horse riding?
No, but when I go back there in Antigua, I do ride horses. So we always take the kids. Did the kids last year. I'll be doing it this year again.
Matt's training his younger sister-in-law in basketball.
Yeah, so she had no experience going into high school. She didn't even play her freshman year, like at all. And then now she's going to be in her second year on varsity. It's her senior year. She's gotten a lot better.
Nice.
She was like honorable mention for league last year. So this year, been training with her a lot and stuff. So looking forward to it. It's definitely, sparked more of an interest like in women's basketball and stuff too. Like, it's something I'm really passionate about now.
See, if y'all ever need another coach.
Same thing. Same
Matt's
kind of similar path.
He's making his pitch now. He's making his pitch now.
He lives all the way out in California.
He's doing two things. He's pitching himself and he's pitching his sister-in-law. She's a senior, by the way.
There you go.
Hey, I'm not mad at him, man. I'm not mad at him, man. Keep training. That's what it's about.
Matt's a big Canes fan, and he lives all the way out in California, so he's repping the orange and green on the West Coast for us. So
Love it.
Absolutely.
Well, no, listen, I appreciate you guys and what you guys are doing, and the attention you guys are bringing, to the University of Miami. All the programs. Keep doing what you guys are doing. I love it. And appreciate you guys just taking the time and getting the invite.
Oh, you are, listen, it's probably been one of the most excited I have been when you answered our DM. I've been wanting to, you can ask Vish, I've been wanting to get you on the show for a long time. We're all really big fans of you. When Coach Cullup announced that you were going to be staying with the program, I about jumped off my couch. So you're welcome anytime you want to come on. Bring friends, bring the whole coaching staff, literally anytime, Coach. You have my phone number now. So you're welcome anytime. We're huge fans. You'll see me and Vish in the stands all season long. So thank you so much for coming on the show and taking some time out. And good luck this season.
I appreciate you guys and thanks for the support.
Thank you.
All right. Tuesdays.
Good night.
All right. Later.
There you go.
Yeah, I put him backstage. You think he's looking for the leaf?
Yeah. I gotta
hit leaf studio, Coach. I know you can still hear me.
I was like so nervous when he came on. I wrote his name, but it's so like shaky and lopsided because my hand was shaking. So I'm gonna rewrite it better. But look, guys, you guys got 2 in a row for Popeyes.
We got a good starting 5 now. We got DJ. We got Fitz.
He's got the clamps. We got a point guard. We got me as a shooter. We got Vish, big man, holding it down on the block. Let's go.
The big man holding it down the block.
We're going to make it look a little nicer because I was trying to write it and I was super nervous. So I was just like going like this. So let's end.
Vish, you gotta guard Julian. Sorry.
Oh boy. We got to play zone, man. You're gonna hate it. We're gonna have to play zone.
No, zone's for the week. I'll guard Julian then.
What is happening?
No, I'd say we've got a really good starting 5, and then we realized. Like,
I just realized they have Jack and Durant too. Oh my god,
no, this is problematic. Man, we have a good starting 5. We don't, I'd say a winning starting 5.
Yo, my starting 5. What? Julian, Durant, Jack, Jaleel.
Melissa just has to.
You have to play. So you got to.
Oh, so I have to be on the floor too.
I mean, how's it your starting 5 if you're not playing?
I mean, I'd rather have like Jasmine in there instead of me.
You think? No offense. I know you played in high school, but
no. I'll put Julian at the 5. We'll put Jasmine at the 1, and then put Jack at the 2, Julia at the 3, Durant at the 4, Julian at the 5.
Jeez.
We gotta get Rick Barry on and get him to say Popeyes.
You can have Leah as our 6th man.
Well, we gotta get Rick Barry on here, and I gotta make sure he says Popeyes. Then we can get back in this.
Hey, but you guys got 2 in a row.
What's Tim James doing? Let's get him on here.
Let's get Tim James on here.
You think Kenny Kaji's a Chick-fil-A guy?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Does he even
So-
know what we're talking about? That's the question.
Oh, hi, Bill. I
Yeah, Bill,
didn't even
was
see that Bill was in the chat.
Yeah, he jumped in right at the last one. That was the first time he said anything. Turret 30 well. Yeah.
So just for reference, if Kane's Cat Seed, especially like if you were wondering why we weren't pulling up some of the questions and we're rephrasing them, you coaches can't talk about players that they're recruiting or anything until they're signed. So we couldn't really ask him about like
How
what he was
funny would
looking
it have been
for.
if he like messaged you before and he's like, "Hey, I can't talk about the Chick-fil-A Popeyes thing." Like,
I did tell him
No, she does give them a heads up now.
because he asked me like what we were going to talk about. So I did say, I was like, well, there's the Chick-fil-A Popeyes debate and we do take this very seriously. And he laughed. He thought that was funny. And then I was just like, oh, or whatever. But that was another one of those interviews where he kind of led into other questions. So it was like super easy to chit chat with him. There wasn't like, when we did the Julian interview and it was kind of like, we had all of these things we were going to ask and he just kept like leading into whatever, like it was easy. It's also cool. I didn't know he was from Antigua. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, in Kane's Cats, he did say, he knows you can't talk about specifics, but you asked about, what positions they were targeting. They can drift into a gray area. So
we already have 3 players that have committed into our
right.
Our
so
class.
by saying which positions they're targeting, that can inadvertently slip into. So we just want to stay way
the most recent
clear of discussing.
Well, no, there was one that we offered, the 6'3" forward out of Wisconsin. But it's really hard to find film on girls basketball players in high school. So I can mention their names, but like there's nothing. It's really hard to find film on them.
Do I want to set Matt off? Or he already read it anyway. So
it's a stupid.
Bill,
I don't fucking give it any more attention. It's the stupidest thing ever.
You can ask DCH Bill for the baseball show. I will ban people from the chat. So.
Oh, Matt liked one of our tweets. How nice.
Who did?
You did.
You did.
Oh, it was probably on accident.
So I need to get Coach Page to pick Chick-fil-A.
We got a run going here, Matt. We got a run going.
I'm getting nervous. It's 9.
You got to keep at it.
It's 9 to 5 now.
It's
God,
kinda,
if we somehow got Kenny Kaji on our side, I think it would break
kind of
Melissa.
8-3 if we think about it, because like
I would be slightly sad if he picked Popeyes.
No, you wouldn't.
I'd almost prefer not to ask him, just because it would kind of hurt my soul to have to write his name under Popeyes.
I don't think it's that serious, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's a good sandwich. I don't know what your problem is.
Also, I'm convinced Coach Fitz doesn't like the yellow jerseys.
Oh yeah, no, you could totally tell he doesn't based on that answer.
Like, of course.
Yeah.
Did you see the way?
He's just being politically correct. He's one of the switches.
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't matter what kind of jersey, whatever.
No, he said.
The orange ones? Like
no, he answered it. He answered it by saying he likes the All Blacks, which is a non-answer, which means he hates. Let's be real here.
I'm a big fan of our black jerseys because the orange or green always pops so nicely on those.
Yeah. I don't know. They need to get rid of that trolley.
The trolley is very useful if you're trying to.
I found the trolley jersey in an extra small at Kingswear, and Vish wanted me to buy it.
They should paint the trolley black and orange and green. That's what they should do.
Did you see? I sent a picture in the group text of the trolley the other day. Did you see it?
It was stalking
I immediately didn't look at it.
It was stalking us on campus.
I don't want to see the trolley.
The trolley is useful. If you're trying to get from the metro to my office, it drops me right in front.
The trolley is great. It's just not a good theme for the
Don't try to take me on the trolley if I come there. I will not get on.
Oh, now we got to make him ride the trolley. He's got to ride the whole route.
We can do a bet to ride the trolley. That's the only way I would do it.
Are we going to ride a trolley in San Francisco?
Are we? I don't know.
Isn't that like a touristy thing to do? Is to ride their cable cars?
Yeah. Well, they're not cable. Wait, there's cable cars and there's trolleys, right?
Or I don't know whatever.
I don't know the difference.
The cable cars are things in the air that like you.
One's on an actual cable.
No,
I rode one.
No, there's cable cars on
like 5 seconds.
Yeah, there's cable cars on trolleys sometimes. They're not all gas powered. However, a cable car is the thing that like is in the air that you. Like similar to like a ski lift, that's a cable car.
It can't be on the ground?
No, I think on the ground, what was it called? A tram if you have an electric powered. Technically, I think the trolley.
Is this really a debate we're about to have?
I'm not debating. I'm genuinely asking. I
No,
live in
I'm
the
pretty
suburbs.
sure.
I've never heard of any of this. This is like when I was in Italy and the conductor, the dude walking around checking for tickets was like, "Oh, like, well, what do you do when you're in your home country on a train?" And I was like, "Well, we don't take trains." So I don't know.
Okay, so I will correct myself. Looks like you can call that trolley a cable car and also call the flying thing a cable car,
Exactly.
depending on who
knew
you're
it.
asking.
It's public transportation.
Yes, and I think I'm the only one on this that actually uses public transportation.
Well, you have the metro in DC.
I've used the public transportation in Miami.
If I didn't work weird hours, I could actually take the metro rail to work, but it's not. It doesn't run when I leave.
Sorry, Matt, you were asking something?
Does an Uber pool count as public transportation?
Absolutely not. What are you doing?
Oh, okay. Just checking.
Matt, have you finalized your plans for our California extravaganza?
What do you mean?
Like, did you ask your aunt about staying?
Oh yeah, I mentioned it to her, and the
Okay.
weekend was free, so I'm good.
Good stuff. Just making sure. I need our beach hoodie picture.
Oh,
You know
Most important part of the weekend.
that thing in the top corner that says live means that we are out on YouTube right now as you're
I know.
okay.
We stayed on topic for a good 35 minutes talking.
Yes, because we were interviewing Coach. You think we were gonna start talking about beach hoodies?
I like how now suddenly we can BS, but like before he was coming on, we like struggling to just bullshit things.
Matt wanted to
I
go
love
on
it-
earlier. I was like, let's just start at 8:50, give us a few minutes to intro, and then have Coach Fitz. And Matt's like, let's start at 8:30 and we can BS for half an hour. It's easier when you're not focused on the time.
It's true.
So if more people keep picking Popeyes, I'm going to have less space to write things.
Uh-oh.
So all the
There-
assistant coaches have picked Popeyes so far.
Interesting. We gotta get Coach on again, Coach Meyer, and force her to answer either or. This Bojangle stuff cannot be allowed to stand.
Just write Bojangles, Coach Meyer.
She
But I don't
named the
want people to
show.
start picking that.
She's been on multiple times. She can't not be on the board. We gotta get her back on, which won't be a problem. But then we gotta
that's
force her to commit.
that is your
Yeah, it's the only guest I can get. It's Coach Meyer, but I do that. That one I can do.
Also, Coach Fitz telling us to get Haley Cavender on is literally impossible.
It's a possibility. We'd have to go through like an agent and pay an appearance fee. Like that shit's not
Like,
happening.
I mean, I tried to get Darian Rogers on, but like I think she has.
She doesn't. I don't think she. I think she's.
I don't think
smartly,
she's
it's
seeing
not,
the DMs
It's not.
because
It's
she
not
probably
reading
has
your
her stuff
DMs.
on like private or whatever.
Which
So
is fine. I mean,
it's
probably a
fine.
smart move. No, but like the cabinet. I mean, it'd just be. We'd have to like get Life Wallet money or something and start throwing it around to get the cabinets on.
It's like,
That's not.
yeah.
That's not happening.
We'll see. Maybe Coach Fitz will tell her about us, and then
It doesn't matter.
it's fine. All right, should we do Mount Rushmore?
Let's do it.
If whatever's happening outside Matt's house, you know,
He lives by the fire department.
he
Well,
leaves
that was
the
just
window
a-
open. Is
that was
actually
just
what
the
it
car.
is.
Listen, he
Windows
has to
open.
leave the window
If I
open. because
if I don't leave the window open, I will literally die. Is that what you want, Vish?
There's two reasons that he leaves the window
you
open.
want me to
One
answer
is
that
because
honestly?
it's hot and he doesn't have air conditioning, and two is he's trying to protect the birds.
Yeah. Well. Oh, another bird died.
So
Did another
good
one
job
fly into the
protecting.
window?
Basically.
Well, he's doing a great job protecting the birds.
Wait, what happened?
It flew into the window. It was-
Why do they fly into that window?
I forgot to send a picture to you guys, but
I didn't need to
it
see
was
that.
sad.
Are we gonna do another Christmas lights tour in December?
Yeah.
I'm excited for
Absolutely.
that.
Do you switch it up every year? Is it like a different?
No, it'll be pretty much. I mean, there's some small differences, but it's just if we switch everything up, then it's like way more work.
We need to get
Yeah,
a
you're
bucket.
really
And more
skipping on the
money.
work right
We
now.
need to make a buckets like lawn thing for Christmas so you can rep the show on the lawn. like
A
put like
bucket's
a
lawn
sign
thing?
and put lights
I
around
think
it
she
or
means like an
something.
ornament or something.
Oh.
Ornament,
Yeah.
That'd be a good idea.
I
so it
keep
can be
saying
part
we
of your
need buckets
display.
merch.
Yes, you
You
do.
do. Yeah,
Look.
Vish.
But while you're waiting for buckets merch, go to aboutthefans.com and search the Hoodie Girl collection to pick from one of 4 hoodies. There. Retribution. All right, who wants to go first on the Mount Rushmore?
Yes, I didn't even bring up my hoodies. That was you.
I mean, your hoodies are in the intro.
I know, and I always
This was
forget.
also
So
me.
I'm getting ready to like for it to go live, and then that.
I've been getting better. I remember now not to put the scroll at the bottom during the intro because that way it shows.
Oh, I noticed that. I noticed that.
Yeah, I'm working on things over here.
All
right. Do you want
Tonight's
I'll go
Mount
first.
Rushmore in honor of the Olympics. Go Team USA. We're gonna do our favorite events from the Summer Olympics, but it's not just gonna be like, oh, just track and field. Like you have to pick a specific event within that event. That way,
Can I go first?
because like Matt took all of the draft when we did our favorite moments from the show, and I was very upset about that. But Matt would like to go first, so go ahead.
And I'm gonna take what would Melissa want here? I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna take the. I've actually been watching a lot of this. It's probably the most basketball I've watched in the Olympics. It's the women's 3-on-3.
Oh, Team USA took bronze.
Yeah, Haley Van Lith.
Got to go back to writing this down.
Yeah,
the men's 3-on-3.
Yeah, well, I mean, they can't. Oh, isn't Canyon Barry on the team?
He was
too?
the best player on the team. Yeah, so we did have a Miami connection.
It should have been Jimmer, but Jimmer got injured in like the first game.
Yeah, Jimmer got injured, aka tapped
Did we
out.
Did the regular men's team beat Serbia? Weren't they playing?
Wait,
they
beat Brazil yesterday. Yeah,
or they're gonna play. I don't even know.
They already played Serbia.
They come in the groups.
My favorite event in the Summer Olympics is I love all of the swimming relays. My favorite are the relay races. Those are fun.
That's not an event.
You just
That's
took
all
multiple,
you just said. You
took
No,
multiple events. You did
relay.
what you just said.
No,
you
I didn't just say
do.
swimming. You want me to pick a specific relay?
Yes. That's
Okay,
an
I like the mixed relays when the men and the women are competing. They have the mixed medley relay.
Yeah.
The mixed medley
relay.
Yeah.
Okay, that is an event. This is all right, but Melissa usually screenshots our entire chats and puts them on the internet anyway. But we had a debate on exactly how to frame this. This is exactly.
I didn't realize I had to be that specific. If I just said
that's what I was
relay.
calling out. Like events can be complicated because like an event is, and that's why we debate between doing that our favorite Olympic moments, and then Melissa put her stake in the ground and said you cannot just say swimming, and so
well, I thought by saying relays I was being specific enough, but my bad.
You were
so
not.
Mixed relays.
You were not being specific enough.
Sorry, go Vish.
All right, I'll go. My first one is women's soccer.
There you go.
They're in the gold medal game.
Yeah, those women are heroes.
They're making me nervous though because
they're playing good defense.
Down to the wire.
They're playing good defense though.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't go to penalties. They're playing Brazil in the final on Saturday.
So I love watching gymnastics during the Olympics, and I'll say my favorite event. What? Why are you laughing, bro?
He was.
I said pick an event. I said that.
That's what I'm doing.
Get there.
He's getting there.
Calm down. I'm gonna go with. I'm between two. I'm gonna go with the uneven bars. That's probably my favorite one to watch.
Is there a men's uneven bars? Or is there
No,
only
there's
no.
not.
That's parallel bars.
They have the high bar and parallel.
Yeah.
But
yeah, go ahead, Melissa.
My next favorite is the men's 100 meters in track.
There you go.
If you want me to be that specific and pick men or women.
It's a different event. Like what?
All right, go Vish.
Like I had to pick women's soccer because like men's soccer. No, I don't like.
Well, why would you want to pick the men's soccer anyway? They're not good.
But that's my point. I like how you're like chastising me as if like they're not different events.
Go ahead, Vish.
Anyway, You already took 2 of mine, by the way, off my list. I'll show you my list from my work chat over here. But I got the other one. I got picked 2 randomly. But
Who I took, or Matt and me both.
you
took?
did. Both of yours
Oh.
were on my list of the 4 that we had a work chat going. We did our
Hmm.
Mount Rushmore, and we did the same topic, and I had 4 on there, and you've stolen 2. Both of yours were on my list. The exact specific, the medley.
The mixed medley and the men's
mixed
100?
medley is exactly what I picked.
Dang. All right,
so
go ahead.
you really came for me. All right. So the other one that you did not pick yet is the women's team gymnastics.
Women's team gymnastics. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I gotta wing
The all
the last
around.
2.
Okay. I don't even know. I think you guys are gonna allow this just because I don't see anyone
think-
picking this, but I just don't know what it's actually called. But I just watched like 2 hours of it. It's the kayak. I think it's called the kayak cross. It's when they go like down and they have to go through like the little obstacles and whatnot. I watched a lot of the women's one. Thought it was super sick. I'm gonna go with that as my third one.
Okay. I'm trying to pick different ones from different events. My next one. Who's messaging? Is that you guys messaging?
Yeah. It said hurry up.
Oh, you were sending what you picked. Oh, okay.
I wasn't lying. I just sent her my group Slack.
So are we picking events that we've enjoyed this Olympics or just in general?
Whatever.
I mean, I'm doing
whatever
in general, but
you can literally do whatever you want. It is in the eye of the beholder.
All right, I'm gonna pick. Is it called kayak cross?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I think it is.
This is tough, and we did go. I believe like in the chat, in the WhatsApp group chat we had going, Melissa said you can allow repeats, but then we've already obviously not doing that. So,
well, I said that before we narrowed it down more.
Okay.
I'm trying to.
You know that all the top ranked kayak cross women are actually from California. 3 out of the top 5. I'm not making that up at all.
You know, our silver medalists in diving, their last names were Cook and Bacon, which is awesome.
Nice.
I'm just gonna go with men's basketball because who doesn't like watching? Like,
I'm assuming you mean the full squad, not that 3x3 atrocity.
Yeah, like the full squad.
Where Jimmer fakes an injury and everyone has to go Iron Man the rest of the Olympics because for some reason there's no alternates. What the hell is this? What a disaster.
Fredette was leading the team.
Yeah.
Until he got injured.
Leading the team being soft.
Water polo is good.
Water polo is good. All right, I gotta wing these last 2 things to Melissa just stealing all my answers. Let's see. You know which one I really enjoyed? The 10,000 meter. That thing was exciting.
Bronze in that.
Yeah, we got bronze, but like, so for reference, the U.S. hadn't medaled in it since the 1950s, and that was the only time they medaled in it. And so this American dude was like, they're like, he might have a chance, and he's running. He stepped on the rail and almost wrecked himself and fell back to like 6th. And then the Ethiopians were colluding and cheating because they were literally in the front talking to each other and like working out straight. And he comes running up the backside and got on the podium. That was like, I got more excited for that than like Simone Biles winning her 57th gold medal. Kind of expect that. So I'll go with that. Also, my dumbass Googled how far is 10,000 meters because, you know, the metric system is hard. Keep in mind, I run 10Ks, which is the same fucking distance. Like I Google like how many miles? How many miles is 10,000 meters? So I'm like, 6.23, whatever. I'm like, that looks very familiar distance-wise to something I've. Oh yeah, the 10 kilometers is 10,000 meters. It's the metric system. So anyway,
all right. Matt's got the women's 3-on-3 uneven bars, kayak cross. What's your 4th?
I don't even know.
Did one of you get taken, or you just Decide
No,
you
I thought of
play.
3, and then I totally realized I didn't have another one. I have table tennis just in general on here.
Is that your fourth?
I don't know if I want to go.
Are there
with that,
different
though.
events in that? Like I don't.
That's what I was wondering. I don't even know.
I'm
I
pretty
think
sure
there's,
there's
like,
men's and
duos
women's,
and
and there's
doubles.
singles and doubles, and so I think there's probably.
Oh,
at
it
least-
was the singles for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to go table
Um,
tennis?
It doesn't sound. You know, do you want us to come back to you?
So I'm
Give you a minute here.
between doing that and then because you took the team gymnastics, right?
I take
I'm
the
thinking-
women's team. The men are still.
Yeah, I'm taking the women's like all around
The individual.
individual. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that because I watch a lot more of that than anything.
Okay. My fourth is got to be pommel horse because of Steven Nedorozic.
Pommel horse. Have you seen like all the videos of like not the videos, all the comments and stuff on all the videos? They're hilarious.
He can solve a Rubik's Cube in under 10 seconds.
There's a Netflix documentary on like the speed cubers. Have you seen this thing? They're fucking out of their mind. They basically, because they mix it up, right? They leave it on the table, and they're just like eyeing it, and they're moving their head around to kind of see where their colors are, and they can do it in like 2 seconds because they're just like, oh, if that's the pattern, I know all the moves already. Just pick it up and do it. I'm tempted to go for the pole vault, men's pole vault, just to talk about how that dude lost, but let's steer a little clear of that. And I don't think it was his balls, man. It was
No, it was not his balls.
It was not balls.
Can we say this on live YouTube?
I mean, I flat out cuss on our streams, and all of us have, I think, at some point. So
His penis got in the way.
I mean, you went medical term. You didn't even make it. Of course, you can say penis. Yes, he should have packed it in or something. I don't know what you do with that situation, but
Should have packed it in.
I sent my brother an Instagram post about it like a couple days later. Just I saw it pop up and he was like, "Oh yeah, the gays are all over this."
There was a dude that like a comedian that did like a reaction to it, and he was like, it was like a skit of like, oh yeah, I decided to be like the Olympic men's team's urologist, like nothing ever happens, and then it's like he's watching the event.
That guy's apparently like a staple in the gay community now, according to my brother. Like he's like, "Oh yeah, we all saw it. We're big fans."
apparently he's a big fan of something. But all right, that's not actually my choice though. So I gotta think of one because you took 2 of mine. Like I had some in reserve, and I didn't have 2 in reserve. We've been spending too much time together.
You knew I was gonna pick swimming. I've literally been talking about swimming.
Ooh, you could have done rugby. What about rugby? That wasn't chosen yet.
Could do women's rugby.
Can we all do honorable mentions from this Winter Olympics?
Sure,
I don't
why
watch
not?
the
But I haven't picked.
I don't even know the events.
This California guy.
Oh,
Because I love curling.
I was gonna say curling. That's the only thing I watch.
Curling's my favorite.
I haven't finished yet, and you're already honorable mentioning on top of my ass. What do I?
So you got
actually
women's
do?
soccer, women's team gymnastics, the 10,000 meter, and
I honestly I'm trying to think of another event I watched.
surfing, fencing, beach
Watching
volleyball.
Ooh, the sport climbing
Ooh,
was good.
The
This
beach
year.
volleyball.
Oh, that was-
Beach volleyball was on my list of
the women's team beach volleyball just because one of the players is from Long Beach. Shout out to Matt. I'm serious.
like the current
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
one of the players on because both
first of all, they're all
women's
from
teams
like,
made the quarters.
one of the teams they're both from California, but one of them was straight up from
So
Long Beach.
one of my Olympic moments was going to be when Carrie Walsh and Misty May Trainer won their 3rd gold medal in a row. I think it was in
Ballers.
2012, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, and I met Misty May Trainer. She used to like
nice.
pull up to the beach all the time, and she went to school at Cal State Long Beach, I believe. But she was the nicest human I've ever met. She was so cool.
They dominated beach volleyball forever.
So
Yeah.
Matt, maybe you know why. So Melissa and I were talking, why are there so many beach volleyball players from California and not Florida? Shout out to Bill. No, but like they're all from California. There's beach.
I
But,
mean,
like they're all from California. Like they're not all, but most of them are like the best players come from California, like by far.
I just think. I mean, I don't know. I can't speak
For
for.
the Florida half of that answer.
Yeah, but like beach volleyball here is, or just volleyball in general, is a huge sport here.
That makes sense.
Ton of people, yeah, ton of people play it. It's crazy. A lot, like, because every girl that plays in high school plays like, is it like travel or whatever? Like, it's a huge thing. So, but yeah,
Wait, we won a medal?
And pole vault.
No, went to Miami.
Oh, did she? I didn't know that.
Hold on.
Bill is educating us.
that's a
Did it
first.
just happen? When did this happen?
Matt. Matthew Bridges.
What?
What? Matt had a big smile on his face when Fitz talked about coaching girls and how he got into coaching women because of coaching his sister or whatever.
Not surprisingly, Bill is correct. So Alicia Newman, Canadian, bronze medal, University of Miami.
That's probably why I didn't know, because I'm not really following the Canadians.
That is something though.
Except the women's basketball team, because Coach Page was coaching them.
Well, she won. I think this happened today. We didn't get an email. I got an email on the track dude finishing 18th or whatever in the triple jump. And then they didn't email. The school didn't email me about winning a medal.
Did the Serbian women's team play today? Because I know Coach Page in Serbia, she was coaching in the quarters.
No, I know she's not on the American team. My point is, like, they emailed.
Well, no, there's two Coach Pages. One was coaching Canada, one was
Bill
coaching
and I are
Serbia.
talking about the pole vaulter that won a medal and went to Miami still. So, yeah, no, but they sent out like a press release from the school that like our guy competed in the triple jump and didn't qualify. I ain't get no press release on an alum winning a freaking medal. Anyway.
So both the U.S. and Jamaica have 3 athletes competing in the 110-meter hurdles final.
Anyway, my honorable mention for winter is bobsled. Poor man. Shout out to Cool Runnings.
Anything else we're discussing tonight?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna be so sad when the Olympics are over. I've been having fun.
I mean, football's about to start.
That's true. Score predictions for Miami versus Florida. I know this isn't the football show.
You're coming on our damn show to do the score predictions. We do a football.
What about me?
Wait, I thought it was just record prediction. We're doing.
You can throw a score in there too. You can throw a score.
Well, what about me? I'm not going to be on the show. Can I do a score prediction?
What do you mean you're not going to be on the show? You were invited. You don't watch Six Rings Kane. You were invited live on the air. We want to get the whole 5 Reasons Kane's on there. Come on.
Wait for the football show?
Yeah.
Just to do a prediction. Yeah. Melissa's going to hop. She's not going to do the whole show. Just hop and do a prediction.
Okay.
So we'll say
Matt, we can both wear our beach hoodies.
And actually, since I know you're West Coast, if you can't make it, you can record it and I'll play it out. We'll
wear your beach hoodie.
I'm gonna play a message too. That'd be funny.
The beach hoodie's amazing. Vish is so angry that it's so comfortable.
Wait, what do you mean? I like wearing it. Why am I angry?
Because you were like adamant that you were never gonna wear it again because you only rep Miami. Right, Matt?
I'm not gonna like wear it to a game or something.
Wow, that's rude.
When we go visit the pyramid.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean,
Matt, I'll come visit the pyramid without him. I'll just come visit you.
Yeah, you know how many people play in a pyramid, Vish? Not many.
One team.
No, there's more than one.
There's
but
definitely more than one.
It's like 4 teams, but still.
I was trying to make them be even more special than they already are.
Yeah, but Vish knows. Is it the Grizzlies? I think play in one.
Yeah, the Grizzlies do.
There's another college.
Wait, like the NBA Grizzly or the Montana Grizz?
No, the NBA.
The Grizz.
Do I have to become a
fake
Montana State
Grizzlies.
fan? Do I have to become a Montana State fan?
The
to just
NBA
think
Grizzlies
about
are posers, man. We all know who the real Grizz are.
Yeah.
This is all because you watched like 2 minutes of a game when like got distracted because I had it
100
all.
It doesn't
But,
matter.
but now
dude.
we gotta own it. 'cause I got him a
This is the
t-shirt.
stupidest thing. The beach thing is actually cool. This is just it's funny, but it's like Matt's. You can't make Matt
Nah,
follow
he's
Montana
hating.
basketball. That's
I'm
not
gonna get an
Kidding.
honorary degree from Montana
This
just
is
to.
not- the joke
Matt, have
was
you ever
like,
been to Montana?
Nope.
why
We
would
should
I
go to
have
a
to go to
game.
Montana?
We should go to a game.
See, now this is where you take it one step too far.
We can
So,
vacation in Montana. There's a lot of good hiking and stuff.
I feel like you don't even know me. Hiking?
You don't want to go to Montana though.
No, I know.
Do you even know the capital of Montana?
It's Helena.
Oh,
Montana City.
Can you name another city in Montana besides the capital?
Isn't Missoula?
Uh,
Isn't Missoula, Montana, a big city or big in Montana terms?
I was just saying.
Oh.
I'm glad you know your states and capitals.
I went to the U. I'm educated.
yeah. Don't ask me.
Long Beach State.
That was not a shot Long Beach. I was propping my school up. That was absolutely not. A
I
shot
didn't
Long
learn
Beach.
my
whatever,
states and capitals
Fish.
from Miami though.
No,
My
neither did
brother
I.
taught me my states and capitals.
Mine is Dade County Public Schools, baby.
My brother taught me my states and capitals when I was in elementary school.
Side note. I asked Brendan. I was like, "Yo, I need 2 extra shirts," and he's like, "Who are they for?" And I was like, "My co-host," and he's like, "Bet." So next time we order shirts, because we're making some, so
Hoodies or just shirts?
shirts. I don't think we're doing. I don't know when we're gonna do.
All right, I can
hoodies.
layer with a hoodie underneath.
Hoodies are like a special thing that
Yeah.
like. Yeah, I don't know if
Does he
I
follow
don't even
ACC
think I would
hoops?
get one.
Should we have him on for the ACC breakdown?
Brendan?
Yeah.
I think Brendan could probably. I just don't know if he has time to like research and stuff. But
Oh.
I mean, the thing about Brendan, he's like one of the smartest basketball minds I know. So
I just love having guests. It's fun.
yeah, I mean,
See
maybe
that
he
match
could,
doesn't like us
we
on the
could-
show. Just wants kiss.
maybe we
No,
could
I
do like
love you
he
guys, but I'm
watches
just
a
saying,
game.
it's always
He
fun.
watches
I'm
a game
joking,
with
Melissa.
us. Maybe he watches a game with us and then comes on and we break it down or something.
Yeah,
Like he could do
that'd be
that
cool.
easily.
But next time we
Maybe-
do
maybe
our
he
bracket,
explained
our
what Nwoko was
bracketology, I
doing,
need to
because
be
I
off
watched
work.
all last season. I couldn't figure out that. So they will have him watch a Mississippi State game and break down Nwoko. See if he can unpack that mystery.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know about
How do you
that.
play like half the ACC tournament game and like have no stats? That is something I would love to get. As
Putting up that Tony Snell stat line.
Want to do NBA grid? No, it's too late.
No, I don't.
Don't spring that on him.
Well, it's almost. I mean, when does basketball season start? October?
October and for yeah, it's
Because we don't do NBA grid during the season. We got to do it at least one more time.
Yeah, we
We're
will.
gonna we're gonna do plenty of shows. We just can't. We got to give our boy a heads up here. He's got to do all the heavy lifting. We're like, oh, I got one right. And he's like, all right, I got to do the other 8 boxes.
Nazir Mohammed, yay!
And Anthony Tolliver.
Wait,
I'm
let me
still
see.
impressed
I
you
want,
nailed the Clippers connection he asked for.
that was crazy.
That I knew the Clippers one?
Yeah,
Oh. I was very proud of myself, actually.
so was I was proud of you too. I was like, that was awesome. Good job.
Are we doing more
This month.
trivia for final thoughts tonight or no?
I wasn't gonna have it, but we could. Let me think.
Are we ready?
Well, if you have to have a final thoughts, it doesn't have to be trivia. Just come up with
Well,
something.
I
to-
kind of want it to be now because you inspired me. I forgot that I did a
all right.
trivia
We
one.
gotta kill
So-
more time, Melissa, while he does that.
So shout
Yeah.
out to all the Cane stores that I constantly buy from. Caneswear, all Canes, the team store. Shout out to Jeremy for giving me free shorts. Also, should I keep these even though they're kind of tight?
Okay,
They
I got
are
a final
cool.
thoughts.
They don't have side pockets though. They only have a back pocket.
Shout out to me for having a throwback feeling tonight after the show ends when I get to try and edit this monstrosity. We think that's
Just do
the
opening
Fitz
thoughts.
interview is clean. The Fitz
interview,
interview is clean. I don't know
hodgepodge
what.
of crap. Yeah.
No, the Fitz interview is clean. The rest of it is not.
But like, even those views are kind of tight. Do you think I should keep them? Because they are cool.
I think you should keep them. I've seen you wear them, so they look fine.
Yeah, I tried them on and I wasn't really sure because they're kind of awkward, but we'll see.
All right.
All right,
I'm ready.
hold on. All right. The man is ready. So
We're ready.
So, for this edition of Final Thoughts, we are going to have you two name all the teams that Nazir Mohammed played for. Whoever gets the most, we're going to go back and forth, and whoever gets the most wins. He played for a total of 8 teams. It's possible that this is
I should have
tied.
paid more attention during NBA.
I know. You can go first, Melissa.
Okay, Melissa can go first. Name a team.
I'm gonna write them down as we go.
You're not gonna have to write that much. I'm gonna fail.
Yeah.
All
okay,
right,
so you're gonna keep track, Melissa?
No, I'll write it down.
Okay. Detroit. That is correct. He played 2 seasons in Detroit. That was like the least amount of games he played for a team, too.
All right, San Antonio.
Yep. There you go.
I remember hating him on the Spurs.
Got 2 off the board. You're writing them both down, right? Even
I am. And I'm keeping track who said what. But I'm not good at this. Like the Detroit guess, like that was like
You got this, Melissa. Come on. You gotta go undefeated in Final Thoughts, Melissa.
If I get one wrong, am I out?
It's until someone misses.
Yeah, it's not until someone misses. It's just
okay.
You get nothing for this round.
The Suns?
He did not play for Phoenix, no.
Okay.
Vish?
Oh God, I don't know another one for sure, but I'll go Philly.
Really?
I'm missing something obvious.
Yeah, no, yeah. There's a pretty everyone should know this one. Yeah.
Well, Melissa already didn't, and I guess I don't either. But I'm going Philly.
Did he play for Philly?
Did he play for Philly?
Yeah, he played for Philly. So Vish got another one. It's your turn though, Melissa. You can tie it up right here. The one that he played the most games for. Actually, there's 2 teams. He played 4.
Stop giving hints.
This is for both of you.
I don't care. It's her turn right now.
Houston?
No, not Houston. Unfortunately, we have 5 left, right? Because Vish got 2, you got 1.
Yeah, I'm just pulling teams out of my.
For some reason, I think he played for Sacramento, but I'm like
no, not Sacramento.
Damn. The Wizards?
I wanted to say that he did, but I guess he didn't. He did not play for the Wizards.
Oh, Melissa, you almost win by default because you stumped the Schwab here.
No.
It's still 2-1.
He thought you got it right. You did. I mean, that counts as like.
I think Matt's rooting for me. Go Vish.
I mean, I'm used to this. I understand there's a conspiracy against me. That's okay. Memphis.
I don't think he played. No, he didn't play for Memphis.
Okay.
There's 2 big ones.
The Clippers?
No, you didn't play for the Clippers. I would have. Vish?
There's 2 big ones. God, I'm gonna kill myself when you not actually, but kick myself. It's probably a more favorable term in it. Do you play for the Knicks?
Didn't someone say the Knicks already?
No.
Oh, yeah, he did play for the Knicks. It's 3-1.
Yeah.
Still, I think you
Boston?
guys have gotten. Well, let me say this first. The teams that you guys have got, he's played the least amount of games for.
Boston?
It's Boston. 4 of the bottom 5. You said Boston? No.
Yeah. No.
Boston's not signing someone named Nazir Mohammed. What are you crazy?
At least I got 1.
Did he play for the Hornets?
He did play for the Hornets, yes. I think he played for the Hornets and the Bobcats.
Okay. But that counts as 1 or 2? That counts as 1, right? It's like a slide.
It counts as it counts as, I think he played for them like I think it was like right after it was either right after or right before they changed their name, but we'll just count it.
It's just 1 though. I mean, that's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
1
it's
out of
just
the
one.
8, right?
Yeah, it's just 1 out of the 8.
Okay. So how many
Are
we
you at
down?
4?
5?
It's 4-1.
You can still tie it. Come on.
The Pacers?
No.
Do you play for the Bulls?
Yes, that was what I was finally looking for. That's like what I know him from playing the Bulls. Whenever we do NBA grid, he's always wearing a Bulls jersey.
I don't pay attention to
All right,
these
so
things.
we've got 6. We got to get 2 more, Melissa.
Yeah, I've missed a lot though.
It doesn't matter. Collectively, we were going to get to 8. Damn it! It's a team game at Buckets.
2 teams left. Do you want a clue or no?
The Hawks?
There you go. On the board.
Well, she was already on the board.
I was. That's 2 for me. I got Detroit and Atlanta.
So there's one
On the
there's
board
one
again.
left. There's one left. This is probably wrong, but I don't know why I felt like he played for Utah.
No. Come on, Melissa. This is the longest final thoughts in the history of final thoughts.
You created this.
Answers.
I know.
mess.
I'm not even mad about it.
Cleveland?
No.
Oh, I thought it was when you said it. I was like, I think he did. And it wasn't. All right. We're eventually going to say a team we already said is where this is headed.
I'm writing down the misses.
I'm not. So, okay. I'll remove the we and say I am going to say a team that you already guessed.
Don't show him.
You don't. No, I don't need it. I don't need it. I didn't ask for your charity. Phoenix.
I said Phoenix
No,
already.
Melissa said Phoenix. You can get
There you
another
go.
guess,
I
though,
did it.
since
I
Melissa's
did it.
That's
done
another one, Vish.
Okay. Portland.
No.
We're gonna end up like running out of teams.
Denver?
No. You guys are on the right track, but
Oh, West Coast.
well, yeah.
There's no way California Matt's gonna say Denver is the West Coast.
West-ish. Western
Who else is in that
Conference.
division? Oklahoma City.
Is that your guess?
Yeah.
There you go. You got it. OKC.
So Vish got 6 and I got 2.
Retribution. We're tied at 1 now.
I was gonna text Melissa answers. I was gonna be like, "Oh, Chicago," like, but I
She
decided
doesn't
not
mute
to. I
her
couldn't.
notifications. I would have heard it beeping and been like, what the bleep is going on?
Beep, it would just beep and then, oh, Chicago. Oh, OKC.
No, what you gotta do, Matt, is you gotta DM me on Twitter because that doesn't make a noise.
Yeah, no, but I can't
I have
do it.
I have a
It
different
ruins-
suggestion. You could not cheat.
Well, I didn't. I didn't want
I
to
know.
ruin final
Matt, these
thoughts.
little quizzes for final thoughts is gonna become a thing now.
It is.
But any thoughts before we go?
You had a final thoughts queued up.
Well, it was because we were gonna maybe do Olympic moments. We had talked about that. I don't know if we're gonna do that for another show though.
Probably not. The Olympics are over.
Probably not. Okay. I was.
Wait,
gonna
hold on,
mention,
hold on.
man,
Hold on. Let's just do this correctly. We're gonna get a final thought. Let's get
We're
a
doing it
final
again?
thoughts. Hell yeah.
Part 2.
Round 2 of final thoughts.
Right.
So we were maybe gonna do Olympic moments, most memorable. One of mine was the gold medal game against Spain it was Beijing Olympics, I believe. Was the last like 5 minutes was like the most clutch game I've was one of the most clutch games I've ever seen in terms of like impacting on the floor, like not just scoring, just rebounding, defending. Like was one of the most clutch performances, but I think the one moment that stuck out was the 3 he made, and then he got fouled on the wing. That was like one moment I'll always remember when it comes to like the Olympics and Olympic basketball. But yeah, I gotta always shout out Kobe. Gotta do it. Melissa?
See you all soon. Follow Buckets_Canes for our next show. Cue the Sox outro.
Don't cry.
We get buckets.
Keep it chill.
Yeah, baby.
Wear good socks.
Buckets.